The recently launched Hyundai i20 N line has been in the news for its performance characteristics. We catch up with Tarun Garg, Director Sales, Marketing and Service, Hyundai India, to understand what the future holds for the N line brand.
Firstly, Mr. Garg, thank you for having us here. We have a few questions about the N-Line, what the future is for the N-Line. Starting with this event, that is the Creators Arena. So what significance does it hold in the marketing strategy of the Hyundai N-Line?
So thank you Vipul for having me here. This Creators Arena actually is a unique marketing initiative, and as you talked about the N-Line range. So the N-Line customer is very unique customer. So he's looking at a car in terms of much more than the product itself. He's a creative guy, he's an active guy. So we have given him opportunity to really, look at the Creators Arena to see how he can use the N-Line car to create a new music or to create a new art or maybe do some acrobatics. And the whole idea is to give a complete lifestyle experience to the customer. We have a very strong merchandising display as well, because we believe that this customer wants to be very different from the crowd. He's quite unique, and he is looking at these kind of bespoke experiences which really kind of associate very well with him.
My next question is, why did Hyundai India choose the i20 to be the first car in India under the N-Line?
So I think this is a very, very critical question and very important as well. And as you would know, the N-Line range has been developed based on the World Rally Car Championship lineage. So the legacy is there, and i20 has a very, very strong, WRC legacy. The i20 Coupe was the car on which the whole concept was developed. So we believe that N-Line is a very, when we decided to launch the N-Line range, i20 becomes a very natural, the first car to be in the range. And because the customer of i20 is also somebody who is looking for, some kind of a different kind of an experience, and i20 is a brand which has really been accepted very well in India. So N-Line only adds to the already strong brand, and that is what we have seen, over the past a couple of weeks since we launched the car, that customers are really liking it and giving us all the love and affection that we really aspired for.
So are we going to see more N-Line cars in the future?
Yeah, surely. If you see N-Line, it is now spread across, I believe, 40 countries, and there are 11 models, and in fact close to 100,000 sales we have already happened. So yes, we have a wide choice, and we are seeing the response, and then we look at maybe different body types, and when to launch. But surely you're going to see many future N-Line range cars introduced by Hyundai.
Great. Also, since it's launched, I think the i20 N-Line was launched on September 2nd. How has been the response of the customers?
Actually, response has been very good, and so we are receiving some very good inquiry levels from the customer. And also, in fact, although this time we had made sure that the cars were available at the showroom, at the time of launch, but at the same time the response has been fabulous, and we already have a back order of more than 4 weeks. So we're trying to increase our production so that we can supply the cars. But yes, a very, very good response, and the customer is kind of a millennial customer. What we are finding is around 30 to 35 years old, and they are wanting something very different. So not only are we seeing that they're liking the N-Line, with its unique exteriors, when you see the checkered grille or the interiors, but they're also going for some accessories over and above the N-Line. So this customer, we can very clearly see, is wanting something very, very unique for him, and he's finding that uniqueness in the i20 N-Line.
Since you spoke about production, I would like to touch upon the question of the semiconductor shortage. Has it affected the production of Hyundai cars?
Look, it's a global issue, and the semiconductor issue is not limited to India, and obviously we are also a part of the global supply chain. So I would say that yes, we are also affected. At the same time, it's not a new issue. This issue has been going on now for a long time, and our supply chain as well as our production, they're doing their best. So we can only say that yes, we continue to do things so that we can supply quickly all the cars to the customers. At the same time, we understand that this is an issue. So we are hoping that very quickly the entire global ecosystem will be able to take care of this issue, and we'll be back to normalcy very soon.
Now you spoke about new merchandise that has been launched for the N-Line. Besides that, are there any other accessory packages that the customers can opt for?
Yeah. So the N-Line car is, we have some 30 unique accessories which have been developed especially for the i20 N-Line, and in addition there are 2 unique packages which have also been offered. So the whole idea is to really give that kind of an excitement to the customer and also a customization, so that he can really make his i20 look very different from the other N-Line i20s which are available also. Yeah.
So in terms of customer experience, what new steps is Hyundai taking to increase customer delight?
So look, as we know that the N-Line the customer is very unique. So what we have done is, this car is being exclusively sold through our signature outlets. So there we have trained the manpower in a very special way so that he can take care of these digitally savvy customers who sometimes start their buying journey maybe in their houses and then they complete the journey in the showroom. On top of it, even at the workshop, there's a mobility advisor who's exclusive to the customer, who will take care of all the needs of the customer, like a single window. So I think we are trying our best to make the customer feel very special when he's buying the N-Line range, and so that we can give him a complete purchase experience which is going to really delight him.
Also, can you throw some light on EVs from Hyundai in India?
So look, as you know that Hyundai has been a pioneer in introducing EVs in India. It was in 2019 when frankly not too many people were talking about EVs. We launched the Kona EV with a range of more than 400 kilometers and of course in an SUV body type as well. So we got some very good response, and we have already announced, because if we really want to make a mass market EV, we'll need to really work very closely on the entire ecosystem. And by ecosystem, not only do I mean the charging stations, but also in terms of localization, because we need to bring the cost down as well. So we're working on all those things, and hopefully in close to 3 years, we should be ready to introduce a mass market EV in India.
Okay. Last question, what's your take on the new ultra economical SUVs like the Magnite, the Kiger and the upcoming Tata Punch? Do we expect to see the Casper soon?
Look, of course the Indian market is moving very fast towards SUVs, and the contribution of SUVs is already now, I believe, more than 35% to the overall industry. And as far as Hyundai is concerned, we are very happy that we are now the #1 SUV maker in India. So we're getting the love and affection of the Indian customers. We now have 5 brands in the SUV range, whether it's the Alcazar, the newly introduced, or the Creta, or the Venue, or the Kona, or the Tucson. So we believe that we continuously study the market based on the customer trends, and as and when we feel that yes, there is an opportunity that exists and we are ready with the product, we marry the two and launch a product. So I would not like to comment really on what and when will come, but you have seen our the experience that in the last 2 years we have launched more than 10 models. So I believe that we are continuously studying the market, customer trends, and like I said, whenever we are ready, we will continue to introduce models in every segment where we feel there is a market.